Yo, what's going on? It's Keith from Black Quarterback Series. It's a long week for us. Let's get into it. So yo, if you're new, my name is Keith, Black Quarterback Series. I'm not gonna waste much time introducing it. So let's get to one of the biggest games of the week, the Baltimore game. Let me first start in saying Lamar did not play well. He had his ebbs and flows, but ultimately he did not play well the whole game. And this loss is on him. From the fumble to the interceptions, some penalties. It just was not a good look. Lamar went from being in the MVP conversation to obviously not being in the MVP conversation. They should be 6-0 with our guys in Philly. They should be 6-0. They should be 6-0 in Philly as well. You look at all three losses: 10-point lead, 21-point lead, and another 10-point lead to teams you should have beat. Lamar was 17 for 32, 210 passing yards, an interception, and a touchdown. But we did Drake. I forgot his first name, but it's 10 carries for 119 yards and a touchdown. He showed some flashes. He might have played J.K. Dobbins off the field. Now, where are the Ravens gonna go? The Ravens have to string together and figure out how to win games. You can't blame this on the defense. You can't blame this on analytics. You can't blame this on Lamar not playing well. The whole group just has to play better. This one was on Lamar, but the other two were not on Lamar. They just have to play better. They have to play better as a whole. You're looking at 3-3 instead of 6-0. They are doing, if you don't know, I did a review for the Eagles game already last night. Link will be at the end or at the top. The Eagles are able to do what the Ravens can't do. The Ravens can't close out games, but the Eagles can. And that's essentially the difference between being 3-3 and 6-0.
The Ravens just got Deshaun Jackson. I love Deshaun Jackson, gameplay breaking receiver, but I'm not necessarily sure how much that really moves the needle for Baltimore. Now, granted, you have somebody that can stretch the field, but like I said, he's older. So I guess we'll just see. It gives you a proven receiver in their locker room, and that's what I'm happy to see. So I guess we'll see. Back to the video.
And so the main event of the night or of the day for me was Kansas City and the Bills. Josh Allen is phenomenal. I love Josh Allen. He's my favorite non-brother quarterback. Josh Allen was 27 for 40, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a crazy leap over a Kansas City defender. Like, it was crazy. But Mahomes wasn't no slouch either. 25 for 40, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now, Mahomes made magic, but those 2 interceptions were really deadly. Valdez-Scantling, that one, and the one at the end. Both of those were, I don't want to say terrible, but those were really, really bad interceptions. The second one kept them out of the end zone, or kept them from getting points, and the second one essentially sealed the game. They missed the field goals of 68. No. They made the field goal, leading them into half, 10-7 at the half. Missed another field goal, which led the Bills for a touchdown. So there are some miscues in there that KC normally makes those plays. And they got a break because they were in Arrowhead. The Kansas City defender, number 95, did trip Josh Allen. Should have been a trip, should have been 5 yards, and they should have kept going. But they didn't call it. They're in Arrowhead. Them the type of calls that you get. They beat everybody. They beat everybody. Buffalo has beaten. I was speaking of Buffalo. Buffalo has beaten everybody. It's their conference to lose. The Ravens are not as good as we thought they were. They just beat Kansas City, week 6. Now we have a lot of football left to go. We got 11 more Sundays. But as we stand right here, Buffalo is probably the best team in the league. Kansas City not too far off, and then the Eagles. So yeah, really, really good game. Really enjoyed it. Really, some of the quick hitter games. So Teddy Bridgewater, 23 for 34, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Really ain't do much. Wasn't nothing much to really speak home about. They ended up losing to the Vikings. And my MVP agenda for Kirk Cousins is looking really, really good. Kyler Murray and Geno Smith. Geno Smith was 20 for 31, 197 yards. Kyler was 23 for 37, 202 yards, an interception, and rushed for 100 yards. It's safe to say that Geno might have been the best quarterback on the field. It might have been easy to say that Geno Smith was the best quarterback on the field. Kyler, they got off to a good start finally. They finally scored early. But to say that Geno and Kyler wasn't right here would be disingenuous. Like, Kyler made some excellent runs. But I don't even want to sit here and say Kyler didn't have help, because these are the same guys that they were winning with last year. But this is a bad team. This is a bad team. They're nowhere near as good as I thought they would be. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I thought they were any good to begin with, but you would think they'd be better than 2-4. Kyler is better than 2-4. They paid you all their money. I think they need a coaching change, because the philosophy of this team just reeks of loser. Unlike Geno Smith and them, they reek of we're gonna win. We're gonna prove that we're better than everybody, you know? So Geno gonna get a bag. I think Geno's gonna get paid handsomely this summer. Him and Cooper Rush are probably gonna get paid handsomely this summer. But it was a field goal game for the most part. If Kyler could have mustered 2 touchdowns, they win this game. If Kyler could have scored 2 touchdowns, they would have won this game. Because Geno, I'm talking glowingly about Geno, but it ain't like Geno set the world on fire. It ain't like they did anything special. So, good game. It was a pretty entertaining game to watch. Not a lot of offense. I wish it was more offense, but you know, that's just the nature of the game. And so the final game, and I'm getting tired of. I'm be for real, y'all. I'm really getting sick and tired of saying the same thing about Cleveland every week. Jacoby Brissett was 21 for 45, 266 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. They did not run the ball well. Which is why they got absolutely blasted by Bailey Zappi. Some rookie that Bill Belichick just found, and they got this man out here looking like Tom Brady. Like, this defense, and I say this every week, this defense should be better than it's being portrayed. I don't care if they got John Elway as the quarterback. If their defense gonna give 38 points up to Bailey Zappi, you're not gonna win very many games. It's just the way it's gonna be. Yeah, Browns being the Browns. And let me go back real quick. Actually, breaking news. I just found out that Kyler Murray will have Robbie Anderson. It was one of Cam Newton's favorite targets, and I'm happy to see Robbie Anderson actually getting a real quarterback to play with now. I love Cam, but Cam wasn't where he needed to be at the time when he played with him. And so, not only are they getting Robbie Anderson, they're getting DeAndre Hopkins back. So I expect them to be better. Going forward. They might go on a little streak as they can finally get their offense to work up to par. But going back to terrible Cleveland, Deshaun Watson is in the building now. Deshaun Watson is working. He got some other personal stuff working out, but you can't double jeopardy. You can't punish him twice for the same crime. So, yes, this is an offensive thing, but they didn't run the ball well. And so I can kind of cut the offense some slack for that. Offense didn't play very well. Bill Belichick defense, I'm not mad at that. But you do not give up almost 40 points to Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi, guys. And that's really all I got for y'all. If you like this, you like this format, you like the format from last week, just let me know. All the primetime games are getting their own videos. So go check that video out, or check that video out, and check this video out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.